For 3 years, I switched my partner's tea in the morning because I couldn't deal with his fake snobbery. When my ex and I started dating, I used to make him a morning cup of tea as a cute gesture, and it stuck for the 3 years that we were together. It's a nice small thing you can do to make someone's day, and it's a nice way to get to know how someone likes things doing. So, my morning tea used to be any old tea bag, a splash of milk, and the first cup always had a teaspoon of sugar. Every cup after was just tea and milk. My ex, however, had to have a very specific ritual. Thompson's Panjana tea, a teaspoon of milk and absolutely no sugar. He was adamant that he could tell in a heartbeat when his morning cup of tea, and at the age of 33, he's never liked any other tea other than Fortnum and Mason's Royal Blend. So, in the beginning when he would stay at mine, I entertained this notion, and used to make his morning tea the way he liked. Thompson's Panjana tea, a teaspoon of milk and absolutely no sugar. He would always thank me and tell me that I make the best cups of tea, and it was nice. 3 times a week didn't kill me, and it was a sweet gesture. Fast forward 3 months when he would spend nearly every day of the week at mine. He was very demanding of his morning ritual, and being a student, I couldn't keep affording to buy that brand of tea. Besides, what was wrong with PG Tips or any non-branded supermarket tea? So, I used to always make his cup of tea with any tea bag, a teaspoon of milk and no sugar. I was always sure to only make it when he was in the shower or still in bed, so he could never catch me out, and initially he was dubious and was always asking to make sure it was Thompson's Panjana tea. After a few trials of different teas, I finally found that sweet point where he couldn't taste the difference. I would drink it with him, and as he sipped, would go on about how you can taste the quality and that there is really no other tea like it. When we moved in with each other, it was a lot harder to disguise the fact that I was keeping the same box of tea and just filling it with regular tea bags, so I had to be a bit more clever. At the time I was studying at college, so I was in control of weekly food shops and only really wanted to go twice a week to minimize costs, so we had more to spend on meals out. I used to buy 1 bag of his tea and 2 bags of mine a week and kept them in the drinks cupboard. When it came to making his in the morning, I would take one of his tea bags and put it in my pocket, giving him one of mine instead, and I used to give my tutors at college his tea to drink during the day. This went on for a couple of years, and I never told anyone about it out of fear that he would find out, as, after all, he really couldn't tell, so why ruin the fun? It was saving me money and it was sort of amusing. I never let him make a cup of tea unless I was away, so he never really had to find out. After we split up, we remained good friends, and I've spent some time with him too in our old flat. Every time I visit, he always asks me to make a cup of tea the way I used to for old time's sake, because everyone he's been with or dated after me can never make it taste the way it did. He even says that when he makes it himself with Punjana that he could never make it taste right and that I was some sort of special tea maker. I still haven't told him.